What's up everybody, this is your boy Skarnik and this is my beautiful Shadow. Today we are going to talk about mods in my bike, what mods that I have added in my beautiful Street Fighter V2. Today we are doing something interesting as well with it. We are removing this license plate hole or something. We're gonna put a tail tidy, we're gonna chuck the whole thing, this whole big thing, and put it over here. So the lights are going to be tucked in these perfect little space, and the license plate itself is going to be tucked at the bottom over here, just to give my bike a cleaner look. See how this is big, this is like a dining table in the bike. So no one used to like this. I used to love it having it, but since I see other people doing it, I kind of grown fond to it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the whole thing and slam this thing right on me. I have already ordered its part. I have it with me right now. So as soon as I'm done with introducing you guys with Shadow and all the mods that I have in this thing, I will be installing it right here. Alrighty, the first things first. The first thing I got as soon as I got my Shadow here was this tank sticker over here, the tank protector they call it. I was wanting to get the Ducati's carbon fiber ones, but due to some uncertain reasons they didn't have any at the department at all. They were all out of stock. So I got the one from Pig. I think it's called Pig, Pig, whatever. So I got this one. I like the design of it. It's like I have tank protector over here, the slide resistant RNG tank sliders, I think they call them tank sliders. They are pretty good adhesive. They haven't gotten off since I put them in there yet, but due to the heat over here, it does throw some bubbles out. Not a big problem, it's not a big deal. Look, I like how they have it for here as well as the down part. Third, and pretty much the most important thing, and the thing that I would recommend myself for everyone to get as soon as they get their bike, is one of these, the frame sliders. There's not a lot of choices for frame sliders when it comes to Ducati, but RNG makes them. There's one at the circle as well, but I like how this one particularly looks. It's the aero frame sliders they call it. So this is pretty easy to install as well. A little bit at the pricey side, but it does the job. It looks good, it looks crazy. And this is at the other side. You see how it blends in with all the black structure over here. It pops out a little bit. If you see it from here, it pops out right a little bit front of the engine over here. So basically, if you were to fall, or on God forbid, if you were to crash or anything, this will be the first thing to hit the ground, which will save the engine from being destroyed or getting any scratches or any damage to it. Even on this side, the first thing to hit the ground is going to be this, which is going to protect your legs, the body parts, and everything. So it doesn't even has to be a crash. Even like when you are backing out of the garage and let's say you trip and you fall the bike down, this is gonna save it from a lot of scratches. It couldn't save the tails probably or the bar ends, but this is definitely gonna protect this thing. So one of the must-have. Totally recommend to get these. If you have a V2, I think this looks sick over here. Protection and style at the same time. Now, moving on. What's the next thing that I got here? So next thing that I got here would be these radiator guards. The V2 radiator guards you see over here. It's the top and the bottom. They're identical. I got these from the Ducati online store itself. Yeah, the other companies like CNC Racing, RNG, Evotech, they all have them, but they all have their own logo over here. and I was pretty skeptical about that for some reason, and I got the one that said V2, the V2 over there and there. I think it looks even better with these. Without these are like silver, similar to this color, and when you see it from afar, it doesn't look like it looks something's wrong, kind of like doesn't match with it. So I think now it looks pretty crazy, pretty nice. I think that's the best part about this thing. And along with this, I also got the winglets, the Street Fighter V2's carbon fiber, the glossy carbon fiber winglet. I think this adds so much to the motorcycle. It looks crazy beast. It looks dynamic. It has a different profile as soon as I installed this. So one of my very good friends gifted me these. Thank you again, Krish, for this. If you're watching, this is, I hadn't even imagined. I mean, I had thought of it that after some year I'm gonna install these in my motorcycle. I did, but I didn't know it was gonna be this soon. My guy just gifted me these out of the blue. I'm like so grateful for these. I love these. All right, so after the winglets, I added the Peak's windscreen, Peak, something like that, windscreen over here. Because when I was always riding, as soon as I crossed the 60 miles per hour speed, I used to get the wind rush in my face, and my helmet would, if this is straight, my helmet was always to be like this, always like this. Being a naked bike, a super naked bike, it's kind of difficult to hit the freeway without this, I guess. I mean, it's small, I get that. It's not like you can get tucked in. Okay, from here, while you're sitting, this is your view from up. So this thing, you cannot get tucked behind this at all, as you can see. But although it being small, it does its job. Because the wind coming from here, it just makes you go above the helmet. You can feel all the air pressure right at your forehead, let's say. And when you are looking straight, while you're speeding, it hits at your forehead and keeps you on the line, let's say. It doesn't make your helmet go here or here, it's straight. I think it's a great plus. Plus also, it looks aggressive now, look at this. Without that is also aggressive, but this looks more aggressive with the windscreen on. I really love these. I would recommend these, to be honest. They also have this from the Ducati, but they have like 3 bolts right in the front, and I don't think I'm a fan of that. So I got this one instead. This looks crazy. This is very nice. What else did I add to the bike? I think that's it. I think that's everything I have added to the motorcycle so far. My shadow looks beautiful as is, but I'm gonna keep on adding different mods. So for example, right now I'm gonna change this thing, tuck the license plate underneath. I want to change the mirrors. These mirrors are way too huge, which lets me see at the behind pretty nice, but as soon as I'm speeding or winding, these just you see how easy that came? I'm not even pushing it. It's no force. A little bit push and it's coming. So when I'm riding, I want to see at my right side, this thing is here, so I can't see anything. All I can see is myself. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter how much I tighten this thing. This thing is gonna come here. I know it because I've done it multiple times. Then same thing with this. I have tightened it just now, so it's a little bit tight, but it's gonna come back as soon as I hit the road as well. So I'm thinking of getting rid of these and adding it to the bar ends instead, because that way I think it looks way more cooler. And I want to change my clutch and brake levers. This I think way too basic. I want to change this to something more cool. And that's all I have in mind right now. Maybe something to the tires, maybe stickers or something, rim stickers maybe, but that's a maybe. Let's see how it goes. So for right now, let's go jump into the Fender Eliminator that we have from CNC Racing. No, I'm not CNC, I'm sorry. NRC Racing, New Ridge Cycles.